Here's a subscriber exclusive post. It's an excerpt from my immersive 2.5-hour online communication course. Thank you for subscribing, where you get first access to all free and paid webinars and events. You can also attend my free monthly roundtable webinar.
Hi and welcome to Module 12, Communication Through Storytelling. This module is about turning words into meaningful stories for the purpose of establishing really strong human-to-human connections. Stories paint pictures, and what's that expression? A picture is worth 1,000 words. Storytelling is potentially the most influential and oldest means of communication. Stories touch us at our very core. A good story will promote curiosity. It will inspire action. Now, I'd like to share a very basic strategic platform of what an effective story looks like and how it's structured. There are 3 components: the beginning, the middle, and the end. Put differently, step 1 is what's called the setup. The setup establishes the where, the when, and the who. It helps place the audience into the narrative so they are not confused. Example of a setup: at the beginning of many keynotes that I deliver, I let the audience know that I used to perform in Cirque du Soleil as an acrobat. I then ask them to shout out the qualities they think it takes for the company to create those memorable experiences and for the acrobats to stare death in the face and perform these amazing gravity-defying feats. I know that most people are fascinated by Cirque du Soleil, so this setup almost guarantees I have their attention. So step 1 in establishing an effective storytelling structure is the setup. Now, the setup doesn't necessarily have to be the beginning. However, the beginning must be captivating. Here are a couple literary examples of great opening lines to stories. Once upon a time, there was a woman who discovered she had turned into the wrong person. That's called When We Were Grown-Ups by Anne Tyler. This one's from Charles Dickens, A Tale of Two Cities. And here's the line. It says, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times." Wow. I've got to know more. Please tell me. Step 2 of storytelling structure is what's called confrontation. This is the challenge that was faced, or the assault course that needed to be navigated in order to achieve a goal or a dream, or transform into a new version of ourselves. If the confrontation part is well done, it will establish tension, drama, suspense, intrigue, curiosity, and anticipation, making it interesting. Here's how my Cirque story begins. During the creation of Cirque du Soleil's Mystère, I witnessed one of the most amazing things ever. This single moment that I'm going to share with you changed so much for so many. There was Cirque du Soleil before this moment and Cirque du Soleil after this moment. Hopefully, you are now a little bit curious as to what happened. You want to hear the rest of the story. And in the event that you do, the answer is in this book called
Think Like an Artist.
It's a very short and easy read. The extended leadership version of this book, with the same story, but a lot more actionable tools and much more depth, designed for leaders and company cultures, is called Innovation Mindset. You can get them at my website, vitalgermain.com, or go directly to Amazon. So that brings us to part 3 of storytelling structure. This is called the resolution. This part reveals the outcome and the lessons learned. It closes off the journey. The more challenging and seemingly impossible a journey is, the more fascinating it becomes. It's about the character arc, how one person went from point A to point B and how it changed them. And the resolution that you are sharing will change the lives of people you are wanting to bring value to. That story, that journey inspires them. Use the resolution part in meetings to reinforce a new policy, for example. enabling people to have a better understanding of what the new policy is and the reasoning behind it. use stories to entertain guests at a party even. Either way, storytelling will have a beautiful impact on the listener. And great communicators invite, incite, and inspire the new, the different. Stories inspire change and they inspire action. Beyond the 3 storytelling structures or outlines that I just shared,
setup, confrontation, and the resolution.
There are other strategies, theories, but this one is the most rudimentary guide to help you establish your new storytelling skills. If you want your stories to have great impact, to have great power, take the time to practice and rehearse your stories. Fine-tune them, polish them up so that they are smooth.